Howdy folks, and welcome to another Bluey video. I'm going to be picking away at the last couple remnants of the last few episodes that I haven't seen of this show yet. I believe I have 6 left. We're going to be watching, the new episodes we're going to be watching today are Relax and Show and Tell. Next time will be Slide and TV Shop, I think, are the other two. And then, of course, I have the 2 that were banned in America until fairly recently, which will be another video in and of itself. And as always, we're going to be revisiting a classic episode. We're going to be going back to the season 1 episode, The Beach, this time, which I'm very excited about. We just took a family trip to a beach a couple weeks ago. I got a horrible sunburn. Thankfully, it's mostly normal. I'm back to my pasty white self now after that, but it was a nice, relaxing time, and I'm sure I'm going to tell you about it. It's funny. The episode titles rarely make any kind of a coherent thought or statement, but today they all kind of blend in together. So we might have a fun little theme on our hands here, but we'll see. Regardless, just a little bit of housekeeping going forward. I believe I'm going to aim for getting 1 Bluey video out a month for the foreseeable future. Maybe not in October, because that's going to be a really stacked month here on the channel. But other than that, I plan to, throw the Bluey fans a bone, no pun intended, about once a month, like I said. So enjoy this August video, I guess, and come back next month. Make sure you subscribe to the channel when you see when more of them come out. But even though I'm very close to be finishing up with all the episodes that I've personally seen, I have a couple ideas for a couple of revisit themed episodes kind of thing. So there's certainly a lot more Bluey to watch and discuss in the future. So with all that out the way, I don't think I have too much else for an intro. It's going to be a relatively short one today, which is pretty cool. But, like I said, we've got 3 episodes to watch, which usually, I talk a lot in between. So don't hold your breath for a shorter video today. You see the runtime. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's probably going to end up being a longer one. The shorts were a long one. Oh, I guess we have more shorts coming out at some point, I guess, right? I haven't really seen any news about that, but I'm assuming that they are coming. So those will get made whenever those come out as well. But yeah, the shorts one, I was like, oh, this will be less than the length of watching just a couple episodes. Should be fine. And then that Raw episode ended up being like 45, 50 minutes, something like that. Oops. So probably gonna try to avoid that today. Yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a like on this video. If you want this or some other of the other Bluey videos that I've done unedited, uncut, link to my Patreon if you want to just support the channel just a little bit further. A link to that is in the description of this video. My tea for this video is some peppermint tea. So as always, if you don't have anything else to leave in the comments, what are you drinking while you watch this one? I hope you're drinking something refreshing. And yeah, like I said, I don't know too much about these episodes. I usually try to, whenever a new block of Bluey episodes comes out, I usually try to pick some of the ones with the most buzz around them at first, and then just kind of figure out the rest. And these are just kind of, I don't want to say they're just what's left, but they kind of are. These are probably lovely, beautiful episodes. I just don't know. So hey, we're just pretty much going in order with what I have left. So let us start up season 3, episode 40 of Bluey, titled Relax, starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. I feel like it's been so long since I've watched regular episodes of Bluey. It's been a couple months at least, but even though I made a video last month, that was the mini-sodes, which they have a different feel to them. Yo, do you ever pull up just a little too far to where you can't reach your card in there or whatever you're doing? Sucks. Bandit probably had to open his door, physically get out, and reach at it. I'm starting to think that the beach was a good pick for this one.
Buttons. Careful, Bingo. Which button do I press?
Okay. With Bingo hiding out here, I know all these episodes always trigger memories and stories and stuff from my past, but when I was in college, my room shout outs to you if you're watching this, which very well might be. I send him all my videos when I make them early, but him and I, when we would ride the elevator up, if we were the only ones in the elevator, we would position ourselves right in the corner of the elevator, pretty much right near where Bingo is, and prop ourselves up and do what we called elevator gymnastics, and just kind of hold ourselves in the air by our arms and kick our feet around. And so the fact that Bingo now is doing a little I don't want to say uneven bars because there's only one of them. I forget. With also the Olympics going on, I don't know what the single bar is called. The high bar, I think, which is, I think, a men-only gymnastics event. But there's Bingo doing a little routine right there in the elevator. And it just made me think of elevator gymnastics, which I haven't thought about in years. And, yeah, bit of a weirdo thing. But, hey, don't knock it till you tried it. It's fun.
No, that's 4. No, that's 6. Down 1. No, that's 7. Down.
Bluey,
that's
please.
4 again. Up 1. Yep. Oh, duck cake. I didn't bring the after sun.
Hey, relax.
I love that duck cake is now a swear in this household.
I'll relax when I'm on the beach reading my book.
What's your book about?
It's about how to be happy.
Bingo, please don't fall.
You just do this.
Dump your stuff, sunscreen up, and let's hit the beach.
Sounds like Chili's not taking enough time to relax, right? She's in a hurry to get to the relaxing, right?
Thanks. Oh, look, a present. What? I think it's soap.
Yo, hotel soap sucks, though.
Oh, coat hangers.
Yo, they're so excited about everything. Are they gonna go nuts for the safe, too? I love me a good safe.
Let's pretend it's an oven. Okay.
Oh, no.
Mermaid.
Are they just gonna hit random buttons and then be like, I forgot what we pressed?
Mermaid waiter, may I have a pie, please? Boop, boop. It will be ready.
Okay, she just
soon,
pretended
mermaid.
press of the buttons.
Ready, girls?
Ding. Ready.
No, I mean, are you ready to go down to the beach?
Oh,
Have you
absolutely
sunscreen?
not. Not at all.
No.
Oh, come on. The sunscreen's in the bathroom. Let's go.
Chili. I'm starting to see what the theme is here. Slow down for a second. Just chill.
The toilet's got a ribbon? Maybe it won a prize. Yeah, the best toilet. in the
I was gonna
world.
say the best toilet.
Congratulations, your ribbon. Congratulations, toilet. Bingo. Whoa.
Ooh, master bath. Yo, those jacuzzi bathtubs though in the really nice hotel rooms. So good.
Just thought it'd be good to get down to the beach.
Well, why don't you head down and we'll meet you there?
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
We know from a particular episode that Chili does enjoy being on the beach by herself. Not a bad call, Bandit.
Covered up here. Go, relax.
She's absolutely
Bye,
not going to be
kids.
able to relax
I'll
by
see you
herself, is
soon.
she? Aww. Yee.
Okay.
I hope she actually can relax here. But she's so wound up tight from everything earlier, right?
I love bubbles. I love your bubbles.
See, she's trying to relax at the beach. Literally all 3 of them are doing their own relaxing, right? Yeah, I told you, it's awesome, right? Especially with the added bubbles from the bath.
Chapter 1. Wherever you go, there you are. Actually, I should just enjoy the beach a bit before I start reading.
Wherever you go, there you are. You can relax wherever you are, right? Oh no, not a recliner chair. Now that's some relaxing. Here, I'm just gonna just like...
What are you doing?
No, this sucks actually.
I don't know how to relax.
Oh.
Come here.
No, back that way. Mom, watch this.
Watch what?
That is a powerful chair.
You kids just go about it, don't you?
Wherever you go, that's where you are, right?
Go hit the deck.
Oh, and a cuppa. See, there you go. And you still have the view of the beach. Oh no, we paid for a city view. Why? She got there. You love to see it.
Mom, there's 4 remote controls.
Oh, great.
Bluey, look.
Oh, look at that view though.
Can we go to the beach?
That was the laugh of someone who has completely lost it. Oh, that was such a lovely episode. I very much enjoyed that one. I'm going to talk and ramble while I try to find the next one. I get it. Whenever you get in for some kind of a vacation, for a holiday, whatever you want to call it, you kind of want to just, you find yourself making plans, right? Okay, at this time we're gonna go do this, and then we're gonna do that. Even if it's like just leisure activities, you find yourself just like, okay, gotta do this, gotta do that, go. And, you know, it can be stressful to like hold yourself to that kind of a tight schedule, right? But there's just something about just like getting to a place and being like, we got no plans. Whenever we wake up, that's when we're going to figure out what we're going to do. And I think that's wonderful. Granted, yes, some big things you got to figure out in advance. But if you're just going to like a resort to just go to the beach and everything, just chill. Enjoy the room while you can. And man, it's just nice. I haven't been to a resort like that in a really long time. The last time I probably went, it was probably one of the casinos I went to. And how I relax whenever I go there is to just sit at a poker table and just like, if I can get just a couple hours to just sit at a poker table and just put on some music, put my headphones on, and just like be there playing poker. To me, that is the most zen, the most relaxing thing. It also made me think of that when we saw the safe. There's something about, you know, after a long like poker session, like taking your little tray of chips that you've hopefully won from your time at the poker table, just putting it in the safe, closing and locking it, and being like, I know you're going to be there when I get back. And yeah, man, you know, had I just not had, I'm so glad we went to the beach a couple weeks ago, because had I watched that episode and not had a beach day kind of recently, I would be hurting, man. I would be like just needing to hit the beach. But thankfully, like I said, we did that recently. We went to Aransas Pass in South Texas, and it was a lovely day. It was stormy in the morning. It was storming the day before. It was stormy in the morning. And then it stopped, and we're like, if we're going to hit the beach, this is our one opportunity. And we just drove over there in faith, and sure enough, the clouds parted, the sun came out. Bright and sunny day for the next like 3 hours, and we had a beautiful time at the beach. Except, like I said, I did get very, very sunburned, which was not fun, but you know, what can you do? And speaking of beaches, perfect segue. I only just now finally found the episode. Season 1, episode 26. This won the poll. You know, it's funny. I always try to put a poll up for whatever we're going to be watching, whatever we're going to be revisiting in the next Bluey video. And I always try to make it as close as possible. And this one ran away with it. I wasn't expecting The Beach to do such numbers. I thought it was just a fine whatever episode. I thought, you know, I always put on the ones people have suggested in the past, the ones that are fairly highly rated. Pass the Parcel was on there. Dance Mode was on there. You know, these beloved classic episodes. And I was like, oh yeah, The Beach, it'll be fine. But last I checked, you know, I should probably just double check to make sure Beach is still in the lead. Yes, The Beach at 49% of the vote. Somehow Dance Mode coming in last place, which is shocking to me. I thought everyone loved Dance Mode. But alas, everyone wanted to go to the beach. And I didn't even announce that Relax was going to be one of the episodes. So it's funny how that worked out. Let's get started with season 1, episode 26 of Bluey, The Beach. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. You know what's funny is the ones that I have on the list to revisit, like kind of mentally in my head, like, oh, this is one I probably don't want to rewatch too much because I want to keep it somewhat fresh in my head. I showed this one to my kid literally the day before we went on our beach trip, just to like get him a little more hype for the beach.
Cool. The beach.
I just love the way she says that there. I had to hype him up. Also, shout out to Chili, that same sun hat.
Being by herself.
I wonder why.
I do have a story to tell after this episode about being by yourself on the beach. I wish Galveston was nicer. Who was it? I think Charles Barkley recently that said something about Galveston being nasty. And you know, it kind of is. It kind of sucks. And once again,
I'm just gonna go for a walk along the beach.
more
Why
mermaids.
do you like walking by yourself?
It's relaxing. Yeah, so the similarities between these two already, like,
Whoa, look at this
huge.
shell. Wow. Can I go and show Mum?
Yeah, all right. Off you go.
Is that Mum with the orange hat over there?
that tiny little speck
that's
fading
it.
off into the sunset.
Can I go all that way by myself?
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on you.
You can be King Neptune. And you give me legs. Legs.
And you know, being buried to any extent, there is something so satisfying about just like busting out of that, isn't there?
She's a bit far away. But
Yeah, it
little
took too long to get your
mermaid,
legs, right?
You can follow Mum's footsteps.
Yo, King Neptune, for the King of the Sea, you sure do know a lot about land stuff.
I'm the mermaid who got her legs.
They only last a
I love the side character that shows up in like just this one episode. Just randomly so friendly. Also, the music in this episode is so good. The kind of almost video game-like electronic sounds. In addition to the kind of white noise drums that you would hear in kind of older games. And of course the ah! It's just a pleasant episode. I'm glad this one won. I'm so happy this one won. I need the show and tell episode to be them telling everyone about their beach trip. And it to be some kind of a lesson about jealousy or showing off or anything like that. Please, I need the trifecta here.
Oh, hey, mate. Where are you going, little bro?
Okay, with the crab, I need to pause real quick. There's a quote that we do from a movie. My kid really, thankfully he's not as into them as he used to be, but he was very obsessed with the Cars series of movies. And just when you watch them over and over again, the little lines just stick in your head. And there's one in Cars 3 where Lightning McQueen is trying to race on the beach for them to get a speed reading. And there's always some excuse for why they can't do it. And at one point, his trainer says, "I saw a crab and I didn't want to hit it," or something like that. And when they finally get everything sorted out and he can do a clean run, Owen Wilson says, like, "And all the little crabbies have gone night-night." And so anytime we see a crab in anything now, especially, in context on a beach, that's what comes out. And all the little crabbies have gone night-night. And so the crab pops up. That's the first thing that popped into my head just now. Oh no, tickle crabs. All 8 of them. However many legs crabs have. I should know how many legs they have, right? A decapod? That would be 10, right? Oh, the jellyfish. I definitely saw a couple jellyfish this time around. One was stuck in the sand. The other I saw in the water. Which, despite the fact I've been going to beaches... Growing up, going to the beach a couple times this summer, I somehow never saw jellyfish in the water. Or maybe it's because the Galveston water is so crappy and so dark and gross that you just can't even see any.
I wonder who... Maybe this is where the other mermaids live.
Careful, this is the part of the beach that turns you old.
I need to show this shell to my mum. Mum's footsteps! Little mermaid's just gotta be brave.
Got this.
I am the mermaid who got her legs back.
Yes, you are.
For a day.
So you better hurry. There you go, buddy. Good job. Ah! I love it. Every obstacle averted gets a little stinger. Ah, and right there on the hug too.
Did you come all this way by yourself?
Yeah! I'm a mermaid who got her legs. I love walking by myself.
It's nice.
Oh yeah? Why is that?
I don't know. I
Just do. Ah.
But this is nice too, though.
There it is. And Bluey, just one little word of advice. Where you saw 2 footprints, that's where you walked by your mom. Where you saw 1 pair of footprints, that's where she carried you. That's the expression, right? About walking with Jesus on the sand. So the story I want to tell about our recent beach trip is I took a note out of Chili's playbook there on that one, and I went for a run on the beach. Because, with as infrequently as we go, I was like, whenever am I going to get a chance to do this? Since it had been raining, the sand was very compact, let alone from the ocean itself. From the rain, the sand was pretty compacted down. So I was like, when else am I going to get a better chance to go for a run on the beach? And I ran me a 5K pretty much right after we got there. After we got settled, got our little canopy up, got sunscreen put on, kids settled and everything. I was like, I'm gonna go for a run on this beach. And I did. It was a 5K in 31:28, but I wasn't wearing running shoes. I wasn't wearing any shoes. So I'm coping with myself that had I been wearing proper running shoes, I would have had a better time. Maybe sub 30. I felt like I was running pretty good on the beach. I was playing a lot of Pokemon Go on there, but I took a page out of Chili's book and I went for a walk plus on the beach, right? But 3.1 miles on the sand. It was nice. It felt good. I was happy to have done that. So that's my story. I went for a run on the beach. I said all that to say that, but I did. Now I have just found, these stories are just long enough for me to find the next episode over here on Disney Plus. Last episode for the night, Bluey season 3, episode 42, Show and Tell. I really hope, like I said, that this is one where they kind of are talking about their recent trip. It's just a couple episodes later, so it's possible. We know that they have very light continuity sometimes between episodes, but the fact that this doesn't immediately follow Relax, I don't know. Odds are pretty low, but I'm praying for the trifecta of the vacation fun stuff episodes, or Bob Bilby, the return of Bob Bilby ever since season 1, Show and Tell, some other kids coming in to talk about what they did with Bob or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But let's find out together. Let's start this one up. Show and Tell in 3, 2, 1, go.
This episode of Bluey is called
Ooh.
Show and Tell.
That's so rare that they
Bluey,
immediately
eat
start
the
with the
sausage.
title card.
Yeah, g'day. I'm calling about the surfboard you got for sale.
Beach theme, surfboard.
Got it. Okay, see you soon.
Also, is that a crab claw?
Oos.
Are you buying a surfboard?
Yep. You want to come with me to pick it up?
Yeah!
Then eat your sausage.
Aww. Dad, why
Hey,
do you boss
sausage
us
is
around
good.
all the time?
I don't boss you around.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I feel this. I feel like I'm always telling my kid not to do stuff.
Remember? Your invisible friend Tina beat me up. And we all learned that when I
Oh.
tell you to do something, I'm trying to help you.
Tina
I didn't
continuity.
learn that.
Interesting.
Me neither.
Really? That's disappointing.
We didn't learn our lesson as good as we hoped we would. Nice.
Practice your show and tell for tomorrow?
Okay.
Oh,
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Bingo.
she's so shy.
I have a crab claw.
It's called show and tell, Bingo.
I'm good at the showing bit,
Aw.
but not good at the telling bit.
Oh, poor girl.
Kids switch off if you talk too long.
So do YouTube audience. Hey, bada bing.
You see, blah, 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 skeleton, blah, 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 mitochondria. Make sense?
No.
See?
What's the difference between my tomato sauce and
please
your
be spicy.
tomato sauce?
Yours is a healthy one. It's got less sugar in it.
Can I taste your tomato
Oh
sauce?
no.
Just a taste.
Oh, she's gonna get a taste for it. Oh no.
This tomato sauce.
Yo, she got big anime eyes for a second.
Yours tastes beautiful. I want to try.
Kids eat the healthy one. And
No.
It's beautiful.
She got anime eyes too. No.
I'm going to count all the times you boss us around.
Great.
No.
Do it while you eat your sausage.
Eat your sausage.
One.
Bossing around number 1. Number 1.
Not
Don't
letting
talk
us
Oh,
with your
have.
mouth full.
That's 2.
Let's get going.
Let's get going. That's 3.
Let's get going. That's not bossing you around.
It's a suggestion.
Seatbelts.
4.
Oh, come on. That's the law.
Hey, Satnav, give me directions to 16.
Does that count?
Drive.
7.
Now he's bossing Sat.
Yes.
What you're calling bossing around, I called blah, 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 cleaning toilets, blah, 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 blah.
Skeleton.
Blah, solitary confinement. Does that make sense?
No. Kids switch off if you talk too long.
Wow.
Oh, well, you-
Yo, this episode's so funny.
In 50 meters, turn left.
Is that Satnav bossing? Oh.
Turn left here.
No.
Did you just say no to Sat Nav?
Yeah, I'm not gonna let it
Turn
boss me
left,
around.
Turn right. I'm sick of it telling me what to do.
You can't ignore Sat.
Is that how he's
What's
exactly?
But she's trying to help you find your surfboard.
Yep.
She's bossing me around.
A cemetery.
Well, is your surfboard here?
No, I think we're lost.
If he ends this by saying, "If you don't listen to the things I say, you're gonna end up here in the cemetery," that would be maybe the best bandit lesson we've ever gotten in the show.
How am I going to find my surfboard?
You just have to do what Sat Nav says.
Yo, just like dig up a coffin and rip the lid off and use that as a surfboard.
She's doing it for a good reason.
Okay, let's give it a go.
50 meters, turn right.
Is that Chili's voice actor as the voice of the sat nav?
Better.
I gotta check that in the. It sounds a little chilly-ish.
You have arrived.
Did he sell it? Oh, I thought he was going to say, sold it to somebody else 5 minutes ago. You know, if I went on one trip and then...
It's a crab claw.
Oh, yeah, look. It's from a blue coral crab.
Ooh.
Is she going to get better at...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Pull on the little tendon.
Hey, Bluey, throw that strap back to me, will you?
Yes, Dad.
Oh, as long as that's not bossing you around.
Aha.
No, it's fine. Hello, everybody. Hi, Bingo. For show and tell, I brought a crab claw. It's from a blue coral crab.
Is that it?
Oh, and it does this.
Hooray!
Again!
Aw, nice. Satnav was somebody else. If you give me 1 second. You know, I was just about to praise how good Disney Plus was in general. With the layout and everything and how the site works. But at the end of an episode, when you go from Shauna Corrigan was the voice of Satnav. I do not know who that is. I know that sometimes when they have guest voices like that, it's usually some kind of a cameo of some famous person who I'm just not very familiar with. But I was going to praise Disney Plus for having their stuff together, as I've been watching stuff on Netflix, stuff on Max, stuff on Hulu recently. I've been splitting Adventure Time between Max and Hulu because it's on both of them. Just so many of them have just issues, man. Netflix is pretty good, but like Hulu and Max, sometimes you have to click the tiny little play button rather than just clicking anywhere on the screen. It just makes common sense to click anywhere on the screen. It should work. Some of these sites don't have that down, and just Paramount Plus is just like a mess. Their app on the TV is miserable. So in general, it's nice to go back to Disney Plus. That mostly works fine, except when you reach the end of an episode, take it off of full screen, and then you can't like scrub back to earlier in the episode. But all that out the way, that was a lovely episode. I usually, when I do know little bits, or at least what the better of the two is between the newer episodes I watch, I try to put the better one, or the more anticipated one, at the end, to try to get people to watch the whole video, more of the video up until that point, right? Whereas if I just put for last year's Christmas video, if I put Sleepy Time first and then did the other two Christmas ones, I feel like so many more people would leave right after Sleepy Time. So I had to, people can just scrub forward to Sleepy Time, but odds are more people will watch more of the video if I put Sleepy Time at the end. So I try to do that. But when it comes to these videos where I just don't know anything about these episodes, I'm just kind of left hoping that I get it right somehow. And I think I did. I really loved Show and Tell. That was a very, very fun episode. It was very funny. The bits of the kids won't listen as you talk, just cutting to them going blah, 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 blah. That's good. I felt a little called out because I tend to talk a lot in these reaction videos, both before and after and during, let's face it. During everything I watch pretty much, because I'm always having thoughts. I'm always trying to make jokes. I'm always trying to do stuff. Always trying to talk about what I'm feeling. I never want to be a reactor that just sits there going like, man, that's crazy. Like you sometimes see with the people who just like react to anything, right? Hey, today we're going to be watching this. I don't know what it is, but like and subscribe. I always want to present something that I'm going to be somewhat passionate about, that I'm going to enjoy, which, leads me to have a lot of thoughts, and I tend to talk a lot, which I know I've received a lot of comments of people telling me, shut up, you talk too much. No, I will not, and I will continue to do so. But yeah, this Show and Tell, my headcanon is that she got that crab claw from their beach vacation, like that they went out to like some restaurant or something, and Bandit ordered like a big thing of a bunch of crabs. Like, you ordered like 10 crabs or something. He's like, yeah, I can eat 10 crabs. And then like he eats them all and he's like, oh, I don't feel good, because he ate just too many crabs. Have you ever had just like full crab? I learned very young how to just take a whole crab apart and like get all the meat out and stuff. And like, God, I want some crab right now. Just, they didn't get me with all the beach stuff, but they got me with wanting some crab. So I could definitely see Bandit telling his kids that the claw is the best part of the crab. Bingo saying, ooh, can I have one? He goes, yeah, sure, mate. And hands her one, says, I'm going to keep you, or whatever. And then that's what she's been carrying around this whole time, right? That's my little headcanon for what she didn't tell us. But yeah, that was just a good episode. Good lesson thrown in there. Sometimes the really funny ones are just funny for the sake of being funny. Like Unicourse itself, I don't really think has too much of a message. It's just a real fun, funny episode. And sometimes the really fun ones tend to not be as strong on the messaging. But the whole, I'm not bossing you around, I'm trying to help you, trying to get things done more efficiently, better. I feel that as a parent because, like I said, I'm constantly telling my kid, like, hey, don't climb on that. You're going to hurt yourself or whatever. And then they inevitably do hurt themselves when they continue and don't listen. And it's hard not to say, like, told you so. Thankfully, we haven't gotten there, like, with my kids saying, you always boss me around. But, like, I know it's going to be coming. It's got to be coming sometime soon. He's going to turn 4 in less than a month as I'm recording this. So... yeah, it's coming, man. But yeah, I definitely, it's hard sometimes to not tell them things to do, right? And I feel like they could have gone a little harder on, hey, parents, don't be super bossy with your kids. Yes, you're gonna have to tell them to do stuff or not do stuff here and there, but don't go overboard with it, right? Because there's a big difference between just like micromanaging your kid, basically, and just letting them be a kid sometimes. And I'm trying my best to find that balance. I think I'm doing an okay job. I hope I am. And, I hope the more parents that watch Bluey, the more they are too. It's just, man, that was one that, like I said, sometimes I know what's going to be the best one, but like, I'm really glad that one ended up at the end of this video because I loved that episode. It's hard to say because I just love the beach. It's just a cozy episode. It's not necessarily funny. There's no real big lesson to be learned aside from just like, sometimes it's nice to be by yourself, walk on the beach, relax a little bit. Kind of like the first one, just this one was a lot more chill. Just a little Bluey adventure, right? But yeah, it's just a cozy episode. It's just one that no matter how long it's been since I've seen it, I love putting it on. It just feels like a warm blanket, giving you a nice little hug, right? The show and tell was phenomenal. That was such a good episode, and I'm really glad to have watched it. So like I said, I have 2 more from season 3 still to go. I have 2 more that I haven't seen from earlier in the show, and a couple other ideas here and there, and we are not stopping Bluey anytime soon, even when I finish up all the episodes that I've seen, because there's a lot I haven't covered on YouTube, like I said. So hey, do me a favor. I haven't asked for one of these in a long time, but in addition to the comments about what you thought of these episodes, give me some suggestions for ones to revisit. I've pretty much just been pulling from my own stuff I want to watch, but I want to hear what y'all have to say, what you want to see in the polls going forward, what you want to see covered in future videos. Hit me with those, because I can cover all the stuff I want to left and right, and I know some people will watch it because people seem to genuinely love my Bluey content here on the channel. But at the same time, I want to do the things that y'all are going to want to watch too. So hit me with some episode suggestions for ones you want to see covered, ones I haven't covered yet on the channel. And just know that for a couple of the bigger special ones, or especially just one in particular, I have something really special planned that'll be coming later this year. So little teaser for that. And hey, I just hope you're excited for more Bluey. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you see when more Bluey videos come out. If you are new here, if you're happening to see this, go watch my other Bluey videos. I'm very proud of all of them. And other than that, I'll catch you next time with some more Bluey. Take it easy, everybody.